me. Welcome to the I-Ching Show. I am your host, the I-Ching Guy.
And I'm your co-host, the I-Ching Lady.
And collectively, we're known as the I-Ching people. By the way, Jeff, are our microphones unmuted? Okay.
Okay, great. Okay.
Great. Yes.
We still don't have the I-Ching doggy with us. It's raining and it's kind of hard when she has to go outside, so she's still, and I guess until the weather gets better, she's going to be pretty much off the show.
Yes. And if I may, if we could, control room, if you could hold back the calls for a couple minutes, because I want to go over something.
Both the mics are on?
Mm-hmm.
Because I want to get radio on one.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Couldn't.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes. So, anyway. Well, yin-yang ball needs to be fixed.
Oh, yeah. What happened to the yin-yang ball?
Got knocked over
Oh.
by outrageous fortune. If you could switch to camera 2 for a moment, please. Thank you. You want to do the hellos?
Oh, yeah, I would love to do the hellos. Are we still having trouble with the mics, Lise? Yeah. Maybe this is the wrong mic?
Sound right.
Yeah, mine sounds right. I wonder if it's yours, Mark. We just got a little mic check here.
That's the Glow Lady helping out, by the way.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa.
Glow Karmic.
You're welcome.
Her show's been going on a long time.
6 seasons.
No, it's going to be, this is 7 now, it's going to be 8.
Is it going to be 8?
Yeah, April, it's 8.
Wow.
Yeah, Fridays at 4:30. She's live also, just like we are. And the I-Ching Lady is the co-host of that show.
Yeah.
You want to find and 7.
Okay.
Hey,
All right, yours is on, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
not coming through.
She's going to check right now.
Okay. So, anyway, whose was coming through, mine or yours?
Mine, I think. Mine's coming through.
Mine's not.
Yeah.
Hello.
I-Ching Guys isn't?
Testing. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P.
Well, you can talk into mine.
No. Trying to give her something to work with. Let's give some Shakespeare. Have men about me that are fat, sleek-headed men, and such as sleep o' nights. Yond Cassius has a lean and hungry look, and such men are dangerous. How'd that go?
Here comes Lisa again to help us.
Yeah, let's see.
We've got to figure out what's going on here.
Yeah, I don't know why we're not getting any reading on that one.
Okay.
I think I may see the problem. Hang on.
You see the problem?
I think I do.
Yeah, that one's yours. That one's 7.
That's right.
Yeah. Here, let's try this one. This one.
Well, let's get one that's like 5. Where's 5? Oh,
She has 5.
I have 5.
Okay, that's 6.
And I'm not giving it up. Mine works.
6 and 7.
Okay, right there, that one. Do you want the right one?
This is interesting, folks, because now you get to see behind the scenes a little bit.
You get to see a screw up.
We are not a professional show. Not a professional show. We do not get paid.
Okay. Now you got one that's going to do it for you?
Tap, tap, tap. Hello. Can you hear me?
Wow.
Is the LR button pushed in? Let me take a look. It might be something I can correct. Hang on.
Okay.
Why don't you go ahead and say
Yeah, I'll
hellos?
say my hellos while I-Ching Guy goes back there for a minute. First of all, I would like to say hello to Spark in Georgia, who we lovingly call G, and Victoria and Shamrock, who are watching us, and then to Victor and Shaq, who I hope are watching us too. And we used to say hello to Stinky Pete, but he's in Arizona right now, so he would not be seeing us because I don't think he has his computer there with him. To Ken and Heidi, other neighbors, and Heidi is so adorable. She is a little miniature schnauzer, which really have a soft spot for me. Besides Shamrock, I'm loving those little schnauzers. I had two early on in my life, and they were just adorable. In Indiana, my sister Linda, who's not feeling good, I don't know if she's watching. She's feeling pretty bad, and I don't think Randy and Brenda are feeling too very well there either, and they've been up to their eyeballs in snow, 8 and 10 feet drifts. Of course, right now, I think they got almost 2 feet of snow naturally, and then the wind was blowing almost hurricane speed, so they're just socked in, and they haven't had any relief. It's been, I think the high today was going into 20. So yeah, it's a tough situation, and I don't know if we'll say hi to Jody and Keith in case, and we'll say hi to Chris and Gina in case they're able to watch us. I don't think they've had a lot of power outages yet, or through this big storm.
Hey.
Yeah. And then in Florida, I'd like to say hi to John and Janice if you're watching, and then Sherry and Betsy and Haley and John and whoever happens to be watching there. Hello. And any of our other friends, like in any
How are
of
we doing now?
Virginia. So we'll just, keep on talking, I-Ching, guys.
No, she said she's got it.
Oh, we got it now? Okay.
Little lady got it.
Glow Lady got it.
It was a little problem that wasn't obvious.
Yeah. Well, like I said, that's what I love about public access is people can kind of really see. This is a live show, so there's no editing. When you see shows that are perfect, it's because they edit it out.
Well,
when it's live.
When it's live, it's edited. I mean, afterwards, we can mess with it a little bit and cut something out or whatever.
When it's live?
No, afterwards.
Afterwards. But right now, when people have us on, yeah.
Anything else? Anyone else you want to say?
Oh, yeah. We have somebody new to say hello to, and that is Sue and Rocky, and and Alex, and they have moved here this past summer to Asheville area from Jupiter, Florida.
Florida.
Yeah, so
Yes.
if you're watching, hello.
Yes. Was that all our hellos?
Yeah, that's all our hellos.
Okay, and while I'm thinking...
I mean, there's more hellos. Hello to everybody I forgot.
Tanya.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Tanya. I'm anxious to find out how the babies are doing, too.
And say hello to Doris. I haven't said hello to her in a while. Hey, can we check the trim? Because the last week, it looked like there's light in my mouth when I open my mouth.
When you open your mouth, there's light.
When I open my mouth, it's full.
That too. Oh, and it is the New Year.
Find it.
Yeah. That's what you're looking for right now?
Yes.
Good.
There we go. Any others? Okay, well, like while I'm thinking about it, on the I-Ching Show, we do not discuss politics and religion. So,
Yep, and?
In general, the I-Ching people do not discuss politics or religion unless we're among this certain little circle of family and friends. The rest of it, we do not. We don't talk about it around the station.
And this is for?
Education, for entertainment and education purposes only. And I'm hearing a weird hum.
Yeah, I am too.
So, anyway, we need to say Happy Chinese New Year. It happened yesterday. It fluctuates every year. It was yesterday, Thursday, February 3rd, 2011, that became the new Chinese year. It was the Chinese New Year. So now we are in the Chinese year of the rabbit. Oh, and there's different little things. There's a water, everything. There's a water this, a metal that.
Oh, yes, that's right.
There's a wooden this, and I think there's an air something. So you're not just whatever sign. Mm-hmm. Now this year, and it fluctuates too every year. This year is the year of the metal rabbit.
Metal rabbit.
Now, this applies to anyone born in 1915, 1927, 1939, 1951, 1963, 1975, 1987, 1999, and 2011, as in since yesterday. All right. Now, the Chinese year of the metal rabbit.
Metal
And if we can go back to camera one, please. There we go. Okay. And this will continue, this year will continue to until January 22nd, 2012. Throughout the Orient, the gentle rabbit or hare is a welcome message bearer. This year promises a comparatively peaceful cycle following the feisty tiger. We had last year, we had Chinese year of the tiger.
Feisty tiger.
And that's feisty tiger. Creative urges, logical problem solving, a kindly demeanor, and clear-cut goals make life more comfortable.
Oh, yes.
Sensible and suave, the congenial metal rabbit's expectations to acquire the best of everything is often fulfilled. Rabbit's legendary flexibility is in evidence. There is a tendency to play both sides against the middle successfully and still remain on cordial terms with all involved. The Asian astrology cycle follows a pattern of 12 years, yes. 5 elements, fire, there we go, fire, water, wood, metal, and earth are incorporated in a 60-year pattern. As in 5 elements, we go through them, a year of the metal everything. So this has been these 12-year cycles have been the year of the metal everything.
Metal everything?
The metal rat, the metal ox, the metal, and now we're in the metal rat. So it's 5 times 12, it's 60. So it's the 60-year pattern. Then the element animal pairs repeat. Chinese New Year begins at the second, here we go. Chinese New Year begins at the second new moon following the winter solstice. All right? What the pagans call Yule, and they still do a Yule ritual to this day. Modern day pagans. So, Chinese New Year begins at the second new moon following the winter solstice. In the late January to mid-February, that's when it'll happen. It almost always coincides with the new moon in Aquarius in the familiar Western zodiac, as in the Western Hemisphere. Legend teaches that rabbit was the 4th animal rewarded with its own year for answering an invitation to a party hosted by the Buddha. We need to ask any Buddhists we know if they've heard that. Those born during a rabbit year are gifted with longevity as well as a refined and virtuous nature. Yes, I guess that describes you.
Oh, thank you.
Because the I-Ching lady is a rabbit. The well-mannered, unassuming, and scholarly rabbit is a much sought-after partner in both marriage and business relationships. Oh yeah. Respected for artistic ability and sensitivity, rabbit practices discretion in all things, yes. And I can't help but appreciate discretion. Those born during a rabbit year, such as the I-Ching lady, as listed below, can anticipate a new cycle of growth, jump out of the burrow and explore the great possibilities that are about to present themselves. Chinese chants. Chinese New Year begins with the second new moon after the winter solstice. It occurs in late January to mid-February, not on January 1st. For January and February births, check to make certain which animal sign corresponds. It might be the one for the previous year for those births taking place before Chinese New Year. Yes, it changes anywhere from 3 to 7 weeks into the typical most accepted calendar we go by now all over the world. So the Chinese New Year will change over on anywhere from 3 to 7 weeks into what we consider the year. Not they'll do it then. not on January 1st. So for years, you know, I thought I was a snake, but actually I was the sign before that. I was born within the first week of January, as a bunch of you found out at the beginning of last month, thanks to that surprise birthday party. So the previous year applied to me, so for years I thought I was a snake, but I'm actually a dragon. And next year is a year of the dragon. It'll be my year, so we shall see. Speaking of that, it's kind of weird. The date, December 21st, 2012, in terms of numerology, okay, what I was saying was, in terms of numerology, I am an 11, and 11s, 22s, and 33s are special. The glow lady, she's also an 11. So anyway, when December 21st, 2012 comes, December 21st, 2012 is that date in terms of numerology is an 11. Then I myself am an 11. And in terms of numerology, the year, how old I am when that happens, is also an 11. So I've got all these 11s, I've got 3 11s coming at me. So let's hope it's something positive and not negative.
Yes.
I don't know, I guess that might be it.
Is that it?
I think so. Well, let me dab up the I-Ching dice.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, she put that on the screen, I didn't notice that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate that. You know, I've been thinking about Tanya, and I wonder how those little puppies are. And those who are frequent watchers know that Tanya, frequent watchers know
Sound
that.
like you said freaking.
Oh, no, frequent.
Those of you who are freaking watchers.
Frequent. No. Frequent watchers know that Tanya's little Chihuahua recently had puppies, and I think there was 3. I'm not sure, maybe 4. 4. Yes, and I would just love to see those little babies.
I love to hold them.
Oh yeah.
That is the I-Ching people's favorite breed, the Chihuahua. And if you think about it, it's a small portable travel dog. Take it in the car with you, no big deal.
Yeah. And I like I love Chihuahua mixes. Well, anyway, I love dog mixes. I love to see when you have breeds mixing, I just love to see what you come up with. I think it's just so adorable because some of them are just so funny. You know, it's just so cute and so unique in so many ways.
Yes. And I like Doberman Pinschers. I had a Doberman Pinscher in Miami. And speaking of Miami, we will not be here. It'll be a rerun next Friday at the I-Ching Show, because we, the I-Ching people, are going to Miami, Florida. Not Miami, Ohio, Miami, Florida.
Well, first we're going to Jacksonville.
First we're going to Jacksonville, Florida.
And spend the weekend with my brother, who we always say hi to, and Janice, his wife. And we'll get to see my nieces and my little great nieces, I hope.
I don't think I've ever met Betsy, have I? Unless I did once, maybe.
I don't know if you have. I don't think you have. You met Haley.
Yes, I met Haley.
But yeah, but I don't think she was with her mom that trip.
Okay. So anyway, we're going to go to Miami.
So it'll be actually the next 2 Fridays that we won't be here.
Next 2. Oh, I thought we were just not going to be here the next Friday, and that's it.
No, 2 Fridays.
Oh, okay.
Because we won't be getting back till the following Friday.
Oh.
Remember?
Yeah. Now, actually, we'll still not have left, remember?
Oh, yeah.
You got confused with that other Friday.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm confused. I don't know where I'm going, but I know that we're going south.
Yes, about as far south as you can get.
Yeah.
And I'm going to see I haven't been to Miami. That's my old hometown. I haven't been there since New Year's Eve, December 30th, 1984. So this last December 30th made it 26 years since I've been down there.
Hey, you can still call into the Glow Lady show and let us know how you're doing.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was hoping to do. I was going to ask you about that, but you thought of it already.
And you can still tune into my radio show on Tuesday afternoons.
Exactly.
That's right, because we'll have the laptop.
That was Jeff DiCristofaro, and he on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. He has a live radio show on UR Radio. You go to the website and you click on there. It says UR Radio. Click Listen Live, and you can listen to his show. He is Tuesdays 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. And again, when I was listening on the treadmill last Tuesday. I was listening on the laptop as I was walking on my treadmill, and I was listening to you, Jeff.
Mm-hmm. And you had it up really loud because when I came in, and I came in downstairs, I could hear Jeff's voice, and when I walked in, I said, "Oh, you're listening to Jeff."
Another Jeff.
Yeah, because I just come back from the store, so then I went up and listened some too.
And when it comes to local normal stations that you can pick up on the air with your radio, keep in mind, people, you have to go to the URTV website. See, it's free, doesn't cost anything. I like to listen to WPVM, the progressive voice of the mountains, 103.5 FM. If I'm in the car, I'll listen to that. And I would like to listen to it when I'm, sometimes at least, when I'm walking on a treadmill. And as good a station as it is, unfortunately, every weekday from all afternoon, they just have yickety-yak talk shows.
Yickety-yak.
And they're talking about some interesting things, and I learn things and all, but when I'm walking on the treadmill, I do not want to hear yickety-yak talk show. I want to hear some jam.
Unless it's Jeff, and then you do.
Yeah,
and you do listen to it.
Yeah. Jeff gets back to the jam.
Yeah, Jeff goes, back and forth.
And some of the songs he was playing were songs that I liked.
Oh, really?
Yes, I was enjoying some of those songs.
Good.
So anyway, I'm like to say hello to Jeff Turner.
Hi, Jeff Turner.
Jeff. We know he watches. Oh, heck, I got a couple more people to say hello to. We'd like to say hello to Ron Hereda and Kasha.
Yes.
I don't know her. Sorry, Kasha, I don't know your surname. But they had mentioned to us that they watched the I-Ching Show. I had no idea they watched the I-Ching Show.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sheesh.
Yeah. And speaking of that, we...
I have another.
Oh, okay.
Also, there's a show, you may have seen it, late night after 2 a.m. in the morning, called Whacked Out Asheville. And the producer, turns out to be a mini-series because this producer, Athena Real, she has decided to not make any more episodes, and so whether she intended to or not, it ended up being a mini-series. And we'd like to say hello to Athena Real. Look at what?
Look it on the screen.
Yes, okay, great.
Are you finished with your hellos?
I guess so.
Well, we didn't get a chance to talk about this on the Glow Ladies show because the show went really quickly today, but one of the things we were going to mention was the meet and greet, and yeah, and all of you that showed up, we really appreciate it. It was the Firestorm Cafe last Saturday night, and we had a great turnout, and it was really fun because we had Lisa had the cameras there, so she was filming, and the producers that were there got to talk about their shows and kind of give a little background and say how they got into it and why they have gotten into it and what they're trying to accomplish. And so we have we were there from 5 to 10, and I think we have 3.5 hours, Glow Lady? Lisa said we have 3.5 hours. And so that's going to be, has it been aired yet, Lisa?
No, I still have to edit it.
Okay, once it's edited, then that will be aired. And you can all see the different producers talking about their shows. And then we also had some public speakers. We had public people that just came in to visit.
They had no idea that the thing was going on, and they weren't paying attention at first, but after a while, as talking,
got them interested.
Got their attention. They started asking questions about it.
One of the things that we did, we met 4 young men and a young lady, all I'd say 20 or between 18 and 20, that were homeless, that came on the show. Did you want to say something, Lisa?
I just wanted to say that the one guy that we were talking to, he came to orientation this week.
Wonderful. And his name was Robert.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm, Robert, yeah. Great.
Oh, the one with the same name,
Yeah.
Robert Horn?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He did come?
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
wow. Well, hey, Robert Horn, that came to the orientation and was at the meet and greet. And hello, Robert Horn, on the board of directors at URTV.
Yeah, yeah. But we ended up having four, I think it was four, there was 3 or 4 young men and a young lady that were homeless that were watching us, and they came in and they actually talked a little bit about what their life is like, what it's like to be homeless, and they're going to be guests, I believe, on on the Glow Lady show. What's the date on that one, Lisa? Oh, somebody's on the line right now. I think it's the last show of this month that they're going to be guests on. We will verify that. Lisa will verify that next week for you. But yeah, and it was really interesting. And you know, after they came in, and they were such nice people, I kept looking at those young people there thinking, you know, I mean, just think what that would be like to be that age and you really don't have a home. For whatever reason, I'm sure they each have a different reason, but a different story. But the point is, they were all homeless, and then that night, Saturday night, I dreamt all night about that. It was just, it really had an impact on me.
Really
so when we have them on our show, oh, we have a caller.
I do believe we hear a call.
Hello. It's
Tanya.
I need some help. I need a reading very desperately.
Okay.
I have searched all over North Carolina, and there is no ghost to be found. And I wanted to know, what is the outcome in about, I'd say, the near year? What's the outcome going to be like for finding ghosts?
Goats?
Yes,
You're not talking
Jenny ghost and a Billy.
Oh.
Okay, wait a minute. Are you not talking about the pygmy goats?
Yes.
Oh, because I thought you had them.
Well, we did, but we ended up having to get rid of the Billy because he was too rambunctious, tearing up everything and hurting everybody, so.
Oh, okay.
But we've hit every auction, we've called everywhere, and nobody in North Carolina has any ghosts.
Wow.
Speaking of that, now a second. It's about your reading when you asked.
Yes,
Was he your only male?
yes.
You can only have one male ready to start fighting?
No, well, you can, a lot of people put 2 or 3 Billies in with so many nannies,
Oh, okay.
but it's easier with just one.
It's easier. And so that screwed up the whole thing.
Yeah.
All right. Because there was something
And the last reading, yeah.
that when you first asked about them, I can see it was January 21st, 2011.
Mm-hmm.
And that was about how reproductive would they be? Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. And I think it said
No, let's see, where is it?
children, no children.
Okay, see, I was going to read that, and Shannon, well,
Yeah, and Shannon said also that it said that if there was going to be a pregnancy, it would be a girl.
Mm-hmm.
But it said no children
or distress caused
by
by
children. So now what you're wanting to find out is a
So
year.
that was why. The
Yeah, it was
I-Ching
why.
knew
Yeah,
that the billy goat was being a problem,
Mm-hmm.
and so
that's why you couldn't have any babies. If the daddy is so wild, then you can't have babies.
and see,
Exactly.
and no children or distress caused by children.
Mm,
If
yeah.
they did produce some children, they may have taken after their father and been
Mhm.
all rambunctious and problems.
Exactly.
That's right. That's right. So now what we want to find out is what are the chances a year from now?
Yeah.
Okay. So what are the chances a year from now? Or what will the male population
Okay, so you're having trouble
finding a male?
Yeah.
Fine. You've got, how many females do you have?
We have 1, 2, 3, 4 females right now.
Okay, so just
And
one
one
male
here.
would be, you don't have to get any more females, you're just looking for the male.
Yeah.
Okay, if I may, and I believe this is nonprofit. Have
Mhm.
you ever heard of Free Cycle?
Yes.
Okay, maybe put a note on there, because I've joined the Asheville Free Cycle, and people out there, viewers, you just get on there and you say, hey, I'm wanting this, and a lot of times someone will give you one, or you can, and then You can get on there and say, hey, I'm offering this, I gotta get rid of this couch, and someone will say, well, I'll take the couch, and, you know, maybe try there, say, are there any, I'm wanting a billy goat that's
Yeah.
a pygmy.
Yeah.
Pygmy billy goat.
Yeah.
Pygmy billy goat.
So, you know, someone may have one, you just might get one for free. But anyway,
Well, let's see what we can find out from the I-Ching.
Because, I mean, there, even the weekly, paper everybody usually gets,
Uh-huh.
there's nothing in it. Nothing. Nowhere. It's like they went extinct.
sheesh.
Wow.
We could ask, where could she find some? Well, let's see, let's get a category here.
Yeah. Let's look up a category, that might help us.
Subcategory,
Mm-hmm.
animals, plants, season, weather, color, direction, miscellaneous, people, parts of the body, sicknesses, places, occupations, articles, food, now in a way, articles, but then again, okay, it's kind of an article, and I think there is looking for someone, but that's not so much someone. Let me see here.
Well, it is to us because
Hang
we
on.
call animals people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wish, these are the categories actually. Wish, marriage, love, family, children, capital loan, business, stock market, lifespan, sickness, waiting for someone, looking for someone, lost article, travel, lawsuit and disputes, employment, examination, new business, change of occupation or specialization in moving, and weather.
Well, the indigos are looking for love.
That's true, Tanya.
That's right, Valentine's is around the corner.
Oh, yes. Yes, indeed. And the I-Ching lady and I will celebrate Valentine's Day in Miami.
Yes.
All right,
We'll go take a-
congratulations.
Thank you. We're going to go to Miami Beach probably that night.
Okay, well, how would you like to word it? What?
Because I like to get a subcategory. Looking for someone, lost art if you lost something, travel. Wish, marriage, love, family.
Well, I guess it would be wish.
Because she wishes to find it.
Yeah, and then looking for someone.
Well, I was thinking about the looking for someone.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, although I think it's like looking for someone specifically.
Well, she's specifically looking for
A someone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
yeah, because
yes.
one will do it.
If she can find that one
Yeah.
pygmy billy goat, so she would be looking for
Mm-hmm.
that soul,
Mm-hmm.
good soul, animal soul.
Yeah.
Looking for someone. You want
Yeah.
you want to try that?
Yeah, we'll try that one.
Okay.
And I'm gonna hang up, so somebody else can get a chance to call in.
Before you hang up, how are your babies?
They're doing good. They're 7 weeks old today,
Good.
and they are started on the hard Serena puppy chow now.
Oh,
Oh,
wonderful.
So they're still little pocket rockets.
Oh gosh, hyper chihuahua puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Are they biting your ankles?
There's one in here that is very, very vicious. He will bark, growl, bite. I mean, he is just all over the other one.
Aw.
Well, on the question, do you want me to say, want us to ask I-Ching, where should Tanya look for?
And I think she just wants to know what the situation will be 1 year from now.
Oh, only,
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
only raising more
yeah.
breeding. Okay.
Okay.
That's right. And if I don't find nothing soon while you're in Miami, be on the lookout for me one.
Okay,
All right,
I'll get a paper.
we'll bring it back.
We'll bring it back with us.
That's right. And we'll get up and we'll take care of that little situation there.
Okay.
God bless y'all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for calling, sweetheart.
You
Bye.
too, anytime, hon.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
What will the
Outcome.
Tanya's, well, Miracle Farms is nonprofit.
Yeah, okay.
What will Miracle Farms pygmy goat breeding situation be? How good will Miracle Farms pygmy goat breeding endeavor be going?
Well, she wanted to know from a year from now, what will be the situation? Will she be able to find one? So what will be the outcome of Miracle Farms in search for a pygmy goat bee 1 year from now?
Well, it could be like, how will their pygmy goat situation, breeding situation be?
Yeah, that's good.
Because I mean, it ain't all of a sudden just find one real quick.
That'd be nice.
And he's not a annoying pain in the, you know what?
Yeah, she said this one is really rambunctious.
Normal Miracle Farms pygmy goat breeding business.
Search. Okay. Whatever. Put there, yeah, because that's kind of wordy
How will Miracle Farms pygmy goat breeding
situation.
business?
Okay, business.
Endeavor.
Endeavor. Yeah, you came up with the word.
Yes. Be doing. Oh.
1 year from now. Because she wanted to give it a whole year.
Let's see.
That's good.
Okay. All right. Going to ask I-Ching now for Tanya, Miracle Farms, Nashville. We're passing this question on to I-Ching for Tanya. This date, Friday, February 4th, 2011. How will Miracle Farms' pygmy goat breeding endeavor be doing 1 year from now?
On February 4th, 2011, Tanya in Asheville is asking the I-Ching, how will Miracle Farms pygmy goat breeding endeavor be doing 1 year from now? So the girls are well behaved.
Yeah. This is for the first line, sometimes called the bottom line. The first line is a yang line, or solid line. Now we'll go to the second line. And the I-Ching is telling us that the second line is second line. The I-Ching is telling us the second line is also a yang line. The I-Ching is now telling us that the third line is also a yang line, or a solid line. So far we have heaven, or the creative, below. This is for the fourth line. The I-Ching is telling us that the fourth line is a yang line, again, or solid line. Now the fifth line. The I-Ching is telling us that the fifth line is.
Oh.
Ooh, that Okay, it went onto the floor.
Never seen it do that.
Yes,
Here it
but
comes.
it's face up. Oh, the glow lady's picking it up.
I'll tell you what, we got a great control room.
It's yeah.
Yes. So it landed, yay,
Thank you.
and that is a in line, or a broken line.
It's the first break in that, isn't it?
Yes. And now for the sixth line, sometimes called the top line. And the I Ching is telling us that the sixth line is a yang line. We had no changing lines, so the I Ching is declining the comment on the current situation.
Because currently,
We shall see.
I think it's probably declining because the situation is what it is right now. I Ching is smarter
Declining
than,
the comment.
yeah.
Could be indicative of Tanya's not interested in hearing any comment on the situation as it is, because she's getting pretty impatient with it, understandably. Yes, it was.
Ah,
Hexagram number 14. Which is called possession in great measure. Now the general fortune, you are enjoying good fortune and public respect. Great profit or benefit will be yours. But in all things, you must be prudent and cautious in order to maintain your good fortune. Otherwise, it will be difficult to avoid satiation, then deficiency, and a downward trend. All right, Tanya, what you're doing right now in general, the way you're running Miracle Farms, let's not alternate. Let's keep on it. Don't try to eat, big risky things, especially in this economy. This economy, this is probably good. That right there is probably good advice for all.
right, yeah.
Want to go with that? That category?
Well, why don't you go with as many categories as we think?
No,
Um,
we have to pick one.
just one?
Yes, because some of these contradict each other.
Okay, well, let me see. What was that?
Because we have
Looking for
wish.
someone.
So we want to go with wish.
Okay. I think it's a wish that she finds.
Well, it's a wish that that the Miracle Farms Pygmy Goat breeding endeavor be doing well 1 year from now.
Yeah.
All right, wait, don't like to do this, but I'll go ahead and give, because it could be on either one.
This page here. Okay.
Is it
I
business?
think it's a business and it is a wish, so I think you could, whichever you feel. I think it's more, she's wishing that she finds it. I think it's more of a wish.
Okay. In terms of more specifically a wish, achieved smoothly. So that could be, by then, she's found a billy goat, pygmy billy goat, which is behaving and not being a pain in the rear end, and
Yeah.
then she finds right, and so things are going along nicely, or by then she finds one, and then it gets going.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I think.
Okay.
That's what I feel.
And you're real good at reading those, so it sounds good, Tanya. Now, we don't know when we go out, you know, a year, we don't know when that magical date will happen.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we don't know that, but we know within the year or even at a year. And okay, it's February, so I'm not really sure what mating season is, but usually babies are born in the spring, right?
It's a good time for them to be born.
So maybe even a year from now, if they were able to get a hold of a male the beginning of February, she might still be able to.
Or later in February.
Yeah, have a baby born.
Yeah, because it's like, I read that in the Old Farmer's Almanac date. It really works out nicely.
Uh-huh.
If any offspring is born in the spring, farmers really like that.
Oh, okay. Speaking of fortunes, I wanted to tell something that, if it's okay with the I-Ching guy, that was funny that happened to our family last night when we were actually eating in a Chinese restaurant, and we had Victoria and Victor with us. And you know, at the end where they always bring you the little dish with fortune cookies, well, Victor picked the first one, and when he opened up his fortune cookie, he thought there was 2 in there, because he pulled it out and he's like, wow, 2. And then when he looked again, he had 3 fortunes
Yes, that was
in one cookie. So we thought, wow, that's interesting. Do you remember what the fortunes were? I remember you know how they'll tell the fortune on one side, and then when you turn it around, they will tell you how to say something in Chinese. And one of the words was I need money. It taught you how to say that in Chinese. And so Victor was really repeating that quite a bit. So in case he ever goes to China, so he can tell everybody he needs money.
Well, around here, you can say that in English. The economy, the way it's going.
That's right, but that was funny. I think he kept all 3 of them. He said he was going to.
Yes.
And he asked the waiter, who was Chinese, he asked him if that had ever happened before. And he said no. He'd never seen one cookie with 3 fortunes in it at once. So that was amusing. Then the rest of us were all disappointed when ours only had 1.
Yes. So I'm trying to find this thing here with Terence McKenna. He was an interesting author who fortunately passed away in the year 2000, and he had some interesting opinions about the I-Ching. And why am I not finding it?
When did he pass away?
In the year 2000. I don't know why he passed away.
2000, okay.
Him and his brother is Terence and Dennis McKenna. Came up with some interesting observations about the I-Ching. And this book has some of them.
I saw some at the bottom there.
What'd you say? No, looking for
I-Ching poems, okay.
for Terence McKenna. It's weird because I know it's in this book.
You know what my fortune said? That, you know, in the back where they give you the sentence or the expression was, I want tea. So I know how to when I go to China now, I know how to say, I want tea.
Yes, I believe I found it.
Okay, good.
Okay. Viewers, I hope you can think of, while we're gone for a couple Fridays, I guess they'll play this rerun for me. We might play the one before this, then this one, so you get 2 in a row. The I-Ching is not just fortune or divination. That's the proper word for fortune telling. It is a lot more than that. It is, if you don't believe in such a thing or you have a problem with divination for whatever reason, you think it's wrong or you just don't believe in it, like if you're an atheist, they don't believe in anything outside the science lab, typically. You can't, like, put this in a test tube and stuff like that. I-Ching. That doesn't matter. The philosophy of it is really good. If you just kind of read things in it here and there, study as deep or as not deep as you want, and it starts to rub off onto you, and you feel so much better and peaceful and calm. It has a very calming effect on me, and both of us are much more calm. But Terence McKenna was a guy, him and his brother Dennis, did some things in the 70s, and I think they were, this is some of the things they have. One of their books mentions, let's see, in chapter 8, this is a book by them called The Invisible Landscape, Mind, Hallucinogens, and the I-Ching. I was trying to avoid mentioning that, but in the title of the book, it came up. They were taking some hallucinogenic natural herbal things in some South American country or something out with the tribe.
The two brothers were?
The two brothers
Ah,
were.
so when they go in and meet with the tribe, they would take their herbs and
stuff like that. It was one of those places like that. And so one, they had these little natural tripping in terms of natural stuff. They came up to the
natural tripping.
The one brother, Dennis McKenna, he tried to travel out of his body back in time. Terence McKenna tried to travel forward in time. But anyway, in that book, contains 3 chapters on the I-Ching. Chapter 8, the I-Ching. Chapter 8, the I-Ching as lunar calendar and astronomical calendar. In chapter 8, the authors note that the lunation is 29.53 days. That's how long exactly it takes the moon to go from new moon to new moon. So in chapter 8, the authors note that a lunation is 29.53 days. So that there are 383.89 days in 13 lunar months. 29.53 times 13 equals 383.89. There are 13 moon cycles every year. Rounded off, this is 384 days, which is exactly the number of lines in the 64 hexagrams, as in you have a chart of them. 64 times 64 equals 384. Multiplying 384 by 64, the number of hexagrams, gives 67 lunar years and 104.25 days, which the authors note is equal to 6 sunspot cycles, each cycle being 11.2 years. Multiplying 67 solar years and 104.25 days by 64, the number of hexagrams in the I-Ching, gives 2 zodiacal ages, approximately 4,400 years. And multiplying this by 64 yields 25,836 years, which is one complete precession of the equinoxes, as in 26,000 years. And a precession is, you know, right now there is a wobble in the earth. The earth doesn't just spin like this, a little bit of a wobble. And it takes 26,000 years to do one wobble.
26,000.
All of these things about the I-Ching matched up so much of these things. So you see, you know, unlike tarot cards, the I-Ching, it's like you're looking at a diagram of the universe, the cosmos, the structure of it, really.
So it's a little bit different, yeah.
Let's see. Let's just see. Anything else they said interesting? Well, I just thought I'd mention that.
Yeah.
Also, in a difference too, the tarot cards, if you ask the tarot cards, if I keep doing whatever, what's going to happen? If I keep doing whatever, what's going to happen, you know, in the future and all this, it will say this will happen or that'll happen. That's it. And it's accurate, but that's all it'll tell you. The I-Ching will tell you, if you ask the same questions to I-Ching, it'll tell you, okay, this is your situation. Your situation is this and this and this. Because of that, this one thing will probably happen. This other thing will probably not happen. So because of that, you need to do this, and you need to not do this other thing. It's like, it doesn't just tell you what's going to happen. It often gives you advice, tells you
Oh, I see.
you should do this,
Yeah, I see the
and or
difference.
you should
Yes.
not do that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, it is just amazing, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and here it's probably, I don't know if at the Chinese New Year, if they reflect kind of like we do.
Yes, I believe they do.
They do. So I'll just take a second to reflect on how the readings from one of the books that I-Ching guy has read, and he's read it over the air, about the superior man and the
Yes.
superior woman, what a difference that can make. And it's not always easy. I mean, it's not always easy to accept and listen, but I think it made me a better listener and maybe not so apt to jump to conclusions
And emotionally react.
and
Both of
emotionally
us.
react.
Both of us.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we tended to be a little on the intellectual side anyway, but the I-Ching really got us all the way in there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just about all the way in
Yeah, and every once in a while you'll have to pull yourself back and you need to look down on the situation.
there. Yeah, kind of rise above it, look down on it,
Before you react.
see it, you know.
Oh, and here we are at this time of the show, because we only have a minute left, where we have the fortunes that,
Came out of fortune cookies. They were collected by Jeff DiCristofaro.
yeah, and last week I picked one, so why don't you pick one?
I don't know, I feel better if you pick.
You want me to
You're
pick one?
You're luckier than me.
Okay, I'm gonna go down a little far, because last time I just took one that was on top.
I was wanting to say that last week, but I just went with what you said.
Okay. Step back. All right, and today's fortune is, a man's dreams are an index to his greatness.
In bet.
Have a wonderful week. Thanks for watching. We love you guys.
We will have reruns the next 2 Fridays because we will be in Miami, Florida. And while I'm down there, I'm going to try to pick up some souvenirs and bring them back and show you on the dice cam. No, actually, I will. I will bring back some souvenirs. Don't worry. And
Bye.
we will take pictures too and show them to you. Bye. Good fortune.
Good fortune.